Okay, this is a live sales call I went through. Obviously, I've anonymized everything and I've made it like hard to actually figure out who I was on the call with, but this is just what I do for my sales process. Now, I'm recording this video not to show you like best sales practice. I swear to God, I'm not the best closer out there, but it does kind of show you my strategy in terms of showing somebody how to, or rather the roadmap for which we're gonna create the work for them. I'm a big fan of like sharing my screen, outlining the process for the actual build instead of telling somebody what I'm gonna do. I'd much rather show them what I do. So I recorded this video to show you the pitch that I did. Now, once again, I'm not the best salesperson in the world. I'm probably pretty trash, but I did want to record this video just to show you how I do my sales process. And if you have advice, please give it to me. I want to see it. I make these videos just to document my own journey, show people what I'm doing, and share with people basically tips that I think are tips who are in the same position or are a little few steps behind. Anyway, hope you find this video useful. I made it quick and easy, all anonymized, but still, you get to see my process. If you have any questions, check them in the comments section. Check out my school community. If you want some one-on-one coaching, I do a little bit of that as well to teach people how to grow an agency. Without wasting more of your time, let's get into the video. There we go. How's it going, man?
Hey, good. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Just crunching through the day, you know?
Yeah.
Man, you look like Darth Vader in that lighting, man. That's crazy.
Oh, let's see. Yeah, it's about time for some natural light too. There we go.
Where are you calling from?
California.
Nice. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
how
So
are
you're
you?
still. I'm Mexico City, so I'm like 2 hours ahead of you.
Okay, gotcha. Oh,
Easy, man. Well, hey, dude, I've taken a look at the brief, but yeah, bro, tell me a little bit more. Like, run me through the business, the fundamentals, and then I can speak a little bit more about how I help.
Sure. So well is about a 15 plus year business now. We also have a sister brand called Line. And for context, I treat these as one big company, but we also have some technicalities where they're slightly separate, where they are separated. Is a hangover and liver health supplement brand. So we
Okay.
have like our hero product is called. That was our first product we started about 15 years ago. Um, the goal of that was to provide some liver support and also help with people while they're drinking alcohol. So
Cool.
hangovers, one of the OG products in that category.
Yeah.
Um, and then we've expanded out to some other liver health and products itself, and other things that are overlap in the category for the most part.
Cool.
So next step was we created a product called Show, and that is a concentrate. Excuse me, sorry. So the concentrate just complements the hangover category for the most part, and that product was Show. It's an unflavored light, and so then we expanded our product line out to electrolytes and minerals, specifically in the non-flavored or unflavored
Okay.
uh, like niche. A lot of people didn't want things like at that time, and the options back then, 10 plus years ago. Uh, the landscape has changed a lot. So we separated the companies just because of the demographic lights we can advertise out to a larger customer base, and then if it's alcohol focus is 21 and up. So
I see. Okay. Yeah. Cool.
yeah,
And so we're using different Klaviyo accounts for this, right?
correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we're primarily an Amazon business right now,
Okay.
and we did DTC a little bit more heavily years ago, 5-6 years ago, I would say, but we just small team decided to shift our focus to Amazon, and put our bandwidth there. Now I'm
Yeah.
coming back, and we're almost starting from scratch, but we do have a good Klaviyo list. Like, if I filter down to the actives, which I started doing a lot of suppressions a few months ago,
Yeah.
we're probably about 1,000 for one account, 100 for the other. But
Okay.
historical, like if I put all the suppressed accounts in, then we're like 8,000 range.
Got you. And those suppressed, were they like just non-customers?
Actually, a lot of them were buying customers. So we could say buying customers are at least, I could assume, is about 70% of that list.
Okay. Perfect.
Like
Perfect.
the full list. Um, but it was just, my filter was 2003. If there's no purchases since 2003, I just removed them for now.
That's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I mean, so I've worked with quite a few brands in this exact space, and
Mhm.
a few brands that also sell on Amazon and are also pushing for the D2C side of their business as well. One of the pain in the ass things is like obviously we can't pull in like an Amazon profile into Klaviyo because they anonymized it. There are
Yeah.
some ways though that you can pull in data and then reveal who that person is. And there are also like initiatives that you can use to, send physical mail within the package to encourage them to sign up
Mhm.
to the database. I don't know how big of a play SEO on Amazon is. If you guys, it sounds like you probably have it sorted, and a few
Mhm.
extra purchases bringing it off Amazon into your own marketing channel to cut out that commission is probably going to pay off.
Mhm.
So like owning that marketing can really
Yeah.
help, because the last thing you want to be is like relying on like an Amazon algorithmic change, and then you're screwed. Um,
Right.
so yeah, there's a bunch I can help with. Like with the current unsuppressed list that you guys have, I probably wouldn't recommend engaging me for campaigns just yet. Because what's your AOV? Like 45, $50?
It's more like 30, 35, 40.
Yeah. Okay, cool. That makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah. Subscription model do you guys have?
We're using Recharge.
Okay, cool. What percentage of first time customers place an order for individual versus a subscription?
I have to go and look at that data. I'm not entirely certain.
Okay.
So, on the Amazon side, revenue, we're like seven figures. On
Yeah.
the D2C side, we are in the 100,000 total. It's
Yeah.
it's small, right?
Yeah.
We're probably about 10,000 a month for five to 7,000 for line.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, like, I'm all about like getting an ROI on the work that I do.
Mhm.
Um, Campaigns, man, you're probably going to lose more money than you're going to make just
Yep.
engaging me for that.
Yep.
The other side, though, if you really divide email marketing into two cog or rather sections, you got campaigns and you have automations. Um,
Yes.
I would recommend, and I know this was in the brief, getting me to build out automations. And
Yes.
I take a very specific approach to how I do automations, with a real focus on subscription to conversion, how many subscribers turn into first time customers, and then a big emphasis on retention after that first purchase takes place, with a real push to get them onto a subscription.
Yeah.
Um, Good thing about this work is once it's done, right? You
Yeah.
build it out, set, forget. You can run however long you want, and then when you do build up a list, when you get to like 10,000 actives, and hey, we could try with like a campaign or two, and if we do work together, I'd be happy to like chuck that in for free, just to
Yeah.
see how many of the people that we do have that have been unsuppressed and suppressed, how many we can build into an engaged list, and see
Mhm.
if there's like a viability from a strategy there. Um, but I'd probably focus on like sign up forms to grow the list. We have a specific strategy to grow both the on-site conversions, but also the size of your database, to also play with SMS and then some core flows as well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you want me, I would love to actually show you really quickly kind of how we approach flows, just so you can get like a rough idea of like how I structure things and why. I
Yeah.
mean, listen, email marketing is largely commoditized, but like I think we do have a unique approach that most other agencies don't seem to kind of tack onto. Let me show you here.
Okay.
Let me know if you can see that there. So this here's a Miro board. Probably looks a little bit like overwhelming just at first glance, but really for like a business such as yours, let me actually just duplicate this board, man, and I'll like uh, give it to you after the call as well. So remind me of the two company names, please.
With one L,
Uh-huh.
and then line.
Cool. Easy. So how we approach flows, we have a specific sign up form strategy, ignore the branding and everything. But just in terms of flows, what we like to do is we like to capture what people are actually interested in the sign up forms. For example, like, tell us what problem you're trying to solve. Why are you interested in buying? We take
Mhm.
that information and filter it into different channels within the welcome series, so that the conversations are a little bit more personal, well, a lot more personalized relative to the issue that they're trying to solve when they sign up for the way, like 10%, 15% off, 20% off discount code.
Yep.
And then we also, how many SKUs do you guys have on each store?
About 10 on 6 or 7 on line.
Cool. So what I like to do is I like to split people in every single flow based off their purchase behavior. If they're a
Mhm.
non-customer, they go down one side of the flow. If they're a customer, they go down a different side of the flow. We have different conversations with people based off that purchase behavior. Customers go down this side, non-customers on this side. And then, for example, in the abandoned cart, we talk specifically to the item that they left behind. It's not a generic cart, right? It's like a, hey, you left this item behind or this collection behind, and we can speak specifically to the benefits of that. And then we're also re-emphasizing any incentives that we've offered to non-customers
Mhm.
from the welcome series into here, right? Subscription to conversion rate. That's what we're trying to focus on. How many subscribers can we turn to first time customers? And we
Mhm.
do that across abandoned cart, abandoned checkout, browse abandoned, post purchase, and then fulfilled order flow. I probably wouldn't recommend some of these other flows. They're more just like nice to haves, canceled order,
Mhm.
refunded order, Google review request, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But, if I were in your shoes, this is probably where I would go. I'd say, hey, welcome series, abandoned cart, abandoned checkout, browse abandoned, post purchase, fulfilled order flow. I can take care of all that scripting, designing, building of all the emails. Obviously, these would be customized to your business. Like, I need to learn a lot more about your company. Like, what's the average time between first and second order? How do we use that to time our post purchase fulfilled order flow sequences?
Mhm.
Um, what are your USPs? Like what kind of bundle offers are you doing? How can we experiment with certain incentives to increase both, the conversion rate, but also the AOV, right?
Mhm.
Um, there's a bunch that we can play around with. I mean, obviously you've already proved out the value of the product just with the Amazon traffic that you guys have. It's
Yeah.
just a matter of conveying that within email as like a format and SMS if that's something you guys want to play with.
Yeah, yeah, we're curious about that part too.
Mhm.
The nice part is we're not starting wholly from scratch. Like these two websites have been up for a great for a while now. It's just we've been
Yeah,
idle, right? And we've built a list. So, Amazon customers, there's a halo effect. Sometimes, usually, it's people going to Amazon from D2C. We've been getting a lot of customers from Amazon coming direct to us.
yeah,
And uh, and we're frankly we're propped up right now by subscribers, right? So long-time subscribers here and there. I think the potential is pretty high because it's a proven product.
yeah.
Yeah, and we have a long time reputation, so we just need to be doing the right things. Is what I'm
Yeah.
getting to.
And
Um,
just to jump into, like, once you build out these automations, like I said, once you build them, like I try and build them in a way that's going to last you for 3 years, assuming you
yeah,
guys don't have like major rebrands or a whole bunch of new SKUs that come in. um this stuff, like, there's no ongoing obligation from you to me, right? After it's built,
yeah,
it's that you
yeah,
can pretty much go back to being idle if you want and just know that there's like a back end funnel and conversation kind of happening at key touch points within the customer journey. Subscribe,
mhm,
abandonment stages, browse, abandoned cart, abandoned checkout, and then that post purchase, right?
mhm,
So while you're growing that list, there's automated conversations taking place. And then also when you're ready to come into campaigns, if you want to manage those in house, the cool thing is you'd have all the templates that we've designed. Those would be in your account. Um,
mhm.
you can run some campaigns and know that any actions that you trigger off those campaigns are going to trigger the automations off the back end as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, man. I mean, this is, super, this is straightforward. This is kind of what we do. I even have a school community where I train people how to build these things out as well. Um,
mhm.
but yeah, so were you looking for like, full implementation here, or was it like, hey, Gavin, can you advise us on how to do this? What was the,
Actually, advisement probably a little bit later.
yeah,
We're a lean team. It's mostly just me.
yeah,
So I'm the ops guy, but I also have to handle the marketing, and
uh-huh,
I have help with an agency on like the Amazon side.
yeah,
I'm getting a social ads person for D2C. So my focus is shifting over a lot to D2C. It's like, how do
yeah,
we bring this channel back up? Because we used to be 3 to 5x larger, right? Until we just decided to stop things. Um, so that said, it's already like it's proved out to me that D2C will work.
sure.
We just got to do the right things, and we have to follow updated processes and implement these flows that you're talking about here.
Yeah,
Um, I
yeah,
started I started the process on that, and I just got overwhelmed, and I was like, I need an expert here. So step one, I agree with you. That was what was in my mind too, is to work on the flows first, and then set that up. It's evergreen, and then we'll have a conversation about campaigns afterwards, because the campaigns are going to be important if we do a few things right, or one specific thing. If we can get more traffic, either through like Meta or Google or any of like the other channels back to our website, that's something else I'm working in parallel, um, in parallel, with this Klaviyo thing, because like, that would just sustain the the overall result, over time, rather than people just falling off once they purchase one time. If we're not like engaging with them afterwards, then it's a missed opportunity right there, where we're leaving money on the table. So
it's also going to make that ad spend more effective too, right?
Yep.
Like you'll see your ROAS go up for sure. So it's none of this stuff works in isolation, right? It's all how does it play together?
Yeah, exactly. So I know at least with automations that would be good, because somehow we're still getting customers from some place, most likely Amazon. So we'll start to see that work almost immediately. And then even with our existing list, on these flows, are there things from that you would be setting up that would be re-engaging any like older subscribers that maybe are like haven't purchased in like 30 or 90 days?
Yeah, so I mean, two things we could do. There's like a sunset flow that we could build out as well, which is going to talk to like people who have lapsed. Alternatively, I can also chuck in like a win back flow. So we have the fulfilled order flow, which takes a conversation usually a month after the purchase. There's like a conversation that happens for a month after purchase.
Right.
After that, we can also, let me actually share my screen again here. Let me just get the win back here. 12 flows. We can get a win back flow in there too, which is just like an elongated post-purchase sequence, By the way, there's also opportunities to cross-promote these two brands amongst each other. I don't know what the legality is there. I mean, you could definitely go, drink the plus 21 to the under 21 brand. I just don't know what the cross-selling would be from vice. You know what I mean? Vice versa.
Yeah. I'll explain how it's set up right now. Well sells all Lightline's products too on the website. So the full catalog is over there. Lightline does not sell any Drinkwell products, which is Drinkwell products are only 3 SKUs. We don't sell that on Lightline. So in terms of those websites, can cross promote like electrolytes and trace minerals all day long, and we do have customers that buy those products.
Cool.
And then line will just stay in their lane.
Cool. Okay. Easy. Yeah. So like on the win back flow, like you'll see we have like, if they place an order for this, or this, 45-day delay, right? 45-day delay, 45 day. And like we'll customize that according to like what your repeat order rate is. I don't know what that is just yet, but we'd figure that out. Cross sell, upsell relative to the item that was purchased. And then speaking to, that's it there. The other way that we could do that re-engagement too is with those campaigns that I was talking about. Do you already have a Klaviyo account set up? I'm guessing you've got your DNS records all sorted.
Yep.
Cool.
We got both.
Awesome. So the domain's like in a good place then. In that case, we could like run like 2 re-engagement campaigns to your entire database that attempt after the flows go live, that attempt to re-engage people along with this win back flow, by the way, that just create a bigger subset of engaged audiences. And then from there, we can suppress everybody who didn't engage with that re-engagement campaign. And then you'll probably have a list size that's about, 20 to 30% bigger.
Okay, good. So I like that idea.
Cool. Easy. Now, probably for the...
go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was going to say probably for the crux of it all, the price. So man, like I'm definitely not the cheapest on Upwork. I'll say that straight away. For something like this, to get these 7 flows, which include scripting, design, building, customizing. We do everything. We'd actually offer like a month's worth of support afterwards too.
Mhm.
And then you'd also get access into the free training community where you get like weekly calls with me for that campaign stuff as well.
Yep.
We just charge a fixed fee of 5,000 per
Okay.
account. If you
Okay.
wanted to do both together, I'd be happy to just, we could tag team both of them, do the outlines in at one call, you know what I mean? And just instead of
Yep.
having to treat us two separate, I'd be
Yeah.
happy to drop 2K just off the total bill. So instead of
Okay.
10, just down to 8. But yeah, 100%.
Okay.
This is
Great.
100% within our wheelhouse. And this is, we do this every day.
Okay. So timeline, let's say we do get started. Usually how long before we start seeing like the first wave of the flows go live?
Yeah, good question. It's largely going to come down to how quickly you guys can work. Listen, the quickest turnarounds we've had, 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
That's, you guys are getting back to us. You get the onboarding done ASAP. We're on a call the moment the contracts, you know what I mean? But like sometimes we'll have like onboarding forms filled out, and then 5 days later we have the onboarding call.
Yeah.
We can move as quickly, like really realistically, most of these projects are done within 4 weeks, just from my experience. But if you guys are pushing, like we have capacity to get it done quicker.
Okay. Yeah, the part about the content that's going to be important is just the language and the compliance overall. Supplements being FDA, scrutinized.
Well, it supports XYZ instead of does it. 100%.
Totally.
And by the way, it's not AI. We have like human beings who are writing these emails.
Okay.
Now I'm not going to sit here and lie and say that we don't use AI to like shape the strategy.
Right.
But for sure, it's a human being who's reviewing everything, writing, so on and so forth.
Cool. Awesome. And then, and then in terms of creatives, all I can really offer is product photos, white background, where we're really limited there. So
we can play around with AI. Like we have that functionality too. Creating some AI imagery in there as well. So that's no problem.
Yeah. Fantastic. All right. This is great. I'm going to go take a look at those flows that you send me, and I have the pricing written down here. I'm just finishing up all the proposals right now, hopefully by the end of the week. And then if I have any questions in the meantime, I'll reach out.
Cool.
But I'll let you guys, I'll let you know either way.
Easy. I'm going to send you the board now.
Okay.
Listen, I'll be following up over the next few days anyway. I try and do like a follow up. If I get annoying, let me know. But I'll follow up tomorrow, so on and so forth.
Right on.
Here are the board outlines. I don't know if you had a chance to take a look at the YouTube channel. I haven't sent you all that. Okay, here. I'm going to send you a bunch of other resources. It'll have designs in there as well.
Yeah. I don't plan to become an expert at doing this, but I plan to be more educated so I can at least talk to like you.
I think one cool thing, man, like, and once again, like, I don't know how much time you want to spend. I think my value add is like 50-50 strategy, 50% massive time save. But like, you'll have access to the school community where like I did so many videos on training, and we have like 37 paying members in there now. So you'll have access to that. And then if we did part ways and you're like, Gavin, I'm going to run campaigns myself, you'll have access to me once a week, forever. So
cool. Yeah. Sounds good. Thanks, Gavin.
Easy, mate. All right. Well, enjoy the rest of your day, man.
All right. You too.
All right. Catch you.
Bye.